Collective 717. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive into a collective message between the divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? I feel like sexual energy is triggering many of you who may be attracted to the title of this reading. It could be that as you experience some type of physical connection or physical union energy, it's so overwhelming that it makes you both run in the other direction, more so the divine masculines, whereas I feel like the divine feminines, they just want more. They just want more of it. But for a lot of the divine masculines, I think what's happening is, like for many of them, the sensual experience, the encounter, it doesn't feel like it normally does with other encounters that they've had. This feels a lot more intense, and I feel like for whoever this reading finds, he's pulling away because someone is feeling like, whoa, like I wasn't ready to feel all of this, okay? And what I'm getting out of it is like someone knows that they're in love based off of the fact that they feel possession over you, okay? They feel like they want to possess you. They want to experience you again, and they don't want anybody else to experience you, okay? So they're trying to back away from that feeling because at the same time, it's like, who am I to possess you? You know? It's like, whoa, we're just getting started here, and all of a sudden just a little taste of you, divine feminine, is driving him insane, okay? So I feel like his only defense at this time is to back away, and that is to let you know that he's in control. He's in control. Meanwhile, he's losing his shit over your sensual energy, okay? So let's see what you guys are meant to experience or learn out of this. Okay, so we do have the awareness card. So I feel like maybe both of you now have a heightened awareness around this connection, okay? Someone who has kept their eye on you for a really long time, someone who might have been curious about your energy, decided to take a risk and reach out, while curiosity sure did kill the cat, because I feel like a lot of your masculines are feeling like they definitely bit off a lot more than they can chew. Okay, we have the surrender card, this is the energy I'm talking about, where many of them may want to run in the other direction, whereas you're sitting there like, I really was hoping for round 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, it's because they're overwhelmed. They really weren't expecting to feel it in their heart space. It feels like you've been stung in your heart space. And that's the thing. It's like wanting to possess you. That's the feeling. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, oh, you know, like they felt in love and they were like, oh my God, like this is just like the best feeling, the best lovemaking I've ever had. No. It was straight up an intense feeling of, I need to go because I'm going to eat her alive, or I'm going to consume her, or this, like it was such a strong feeling of wanting to stay and consume you, and at the same time knowing that they've got to go. They weren't prepared for all of this, okay? So I feel like for many of you, you have someone who is... they're silent on you after a physical encounter, after a very intimate encounter. Many of you may be tempted to move in their direction because you're scratching your head trying to figure out what went wrong, because it might have been very amazing, very passionate. Let's see. Ooh, the devil card. Ooh, it was devious. It brought out your dark sides for sure. That's why it was so overwhelming, because with the devil card coming up, I feel like this intimate encounter that you guys had, you rocked his world. Straight up, you rocked his world. Whether that was just like your sensual nature. I feel like for many of you in the feminine energy, the way that you exude yourself sexually, you may not even realize, but it has a deep, profound impact on whoever this masculine is. And with the devil card coming up, I feel like you're not afraid of your sensuality as well. So you may have been willing to go to the places that he was trying to pull you to. to the dark side, and you were just like, let's go. Where I feel like you shocked him, you surprised him, and that's got him in his heart space because, I don't know, maybe as cheesy as it sounds, you are a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets type of thing, where it's like, no one's ever going to believe this. No one's ever going to believe these experiences. I feel like you definitely left someone feeling just floored over the intimate encounter. And again, this is almost like an addiction I'm feeling for someone. They're staying away because you're trouble. That's what this person is saying to themselves. And honestly, like, I do feel like for some of you, no judgment here, but because he's got the luggage as well, some of you could be dealing with a masculine who, he's married, he's in another relationship, he's in another encounter. But you two have crossed this line. That's not going to be for everybody, but, deception, temptation is coming out. So that's definitely a confirmation or a validation here for some of you that he may be definitely on his way out the door feeling the sense of remorse, a sense of guilt, the fact that he deceived maybe himself, his family, you even as well, Divine Feminine. But another thing I'm getting out of this is like the act of surrender. Like, now that you two have exchanged intimate energy, it's definitely not as easy as staying away. You can walk away, but I don't know about staying away. Someone's about to be flooded with the feelings of guilt. And this is going to go both ways because we have the awareness card here coming up. So someone's aware of this journey. Someone's now aware of the feelings for you. This whole time they've been watching you. This whole time they've been curious about what it would be like to be with you in the physical. Okay, and again, no judgment, guys. Like, I'm just the messenger here. I'm just here to show you guys how it all came together, and that's what I'm seeing. Like, with the awareness card, like, look at him with the phone and look at her just sitting there confidently. I feel like these are two people who, Divine Feminine, he's had his eye on you for years. Okay, it's been a really long time. I feel like you both could have gone your separate ways, but never really left each other's energy, and then you ended up in a situation like this. And I feel like with this situation here, you guys have discovered or uncovered something that it's very sticky to get out of. I see a very wild, passionate, sensual, sexual encounter between two people. And again, the guilt and sabotage card is coming up. So this could be another confirmation for some of you that things are getting heavy because of other people involved. Okay, you two might have crossed a line of the act of passion, and I feel like it's about to get really deep now for your Divine Masculines. Many of them are actually really, really silent right now because they have definitely stirred, their heart space, their life experience now. This isn't easy to get away from, especially with the guilt and sabotage, right? Because remember, we're all human, guys. So we all experience emotion. Sometimes, like with the guilt and sabotage card, this is definitely a masculine who, they definitely took a risk, okay? They took a risk and they moved in your direction and they followed temptation, and now both of you are maybe experiencing some kind of tower moment here. They're closed off. They may be feeling a lot of doubt right now. Many of them could be getting ready to experience the feeling of lack. The thing is too, for some of you, they're going to be honest. Okay, whoever they made this mistake with, whoever this third party is, they're going to come clean and be honest, because I do see transformation here as well. And somebody's going to be moving out of their ego and pride because all of that is shattering with the moon energy here, okay? The dark night of the soul. That's why a lot of your masculines are silent right now, because I feel like this reading is going to resonate for two people who, we're all grown folk here, okay? Two people made the decision to be together, regardless of the fact that I feel like this masculine here, they were married. They might have had a family. This could even be you as well, Divine Feminine. But I feel like the desire is there. The passion is there. Many of you could be just in that place of beating yourselves up for giving in to the desire and the passion. Many of you could be facing a lot of interesting consequences because of the shadow card here, particularly your divine masculines, okay? Because of this deception and temptation. But the thing is, guys, is like you guys have always had this connection, just never acted on it, and someone felt like they just couldn't take it anymore. They had to come out and act on it. They had doubts for years. They went back and forth with this energy with you for years. You guys could have known each other from your past, and like I said, gone in your own separate directions, but maybe online you never took your eyes off of one another. And eventually, you know, the signs, the nudges from the universe, those feelings in your heart space, the desire as well. I'm seeing this connection between you two, very, very, very sexual. So much to the point where, like, I mean, the very first opportunity to meet, I feel like you guys might have crossed some lines here. Okay, so that is pretty much, yeah, why it is a lot of them are backing away now. Reality is setting in and reality is hitting. And many of you in the divine feminine energy, if you know this is you and that there is something that with the luggage here he's got to go back to and sort out, like it should be no surprise that there's no explanation for their silence. They're definitely running the other direction, because if they're in this guilt and sabotage energy, they're going to be repelled from your energy. You know, the last thing you want to do is sit there and like try to figure out why it is they're not texting back. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Man has just crossed the line. Deception, temptation. They're human. They're going to feel the effects of that no matter how passionate the connection is to you. They've got something to sort out here. So I feel like the advice in this reading for many of you is to allow this transformation to occur. I feel like many of you as well, if there is deception and temptation, many of you could be feeling the effects of it as well through just the sheer separation, okay? Feeling closed off from one another. And it's really painful as well for some of you, because not for some of you, like for both of you here. I feel like it's painful for the both of you in this connection, because like look at the way he's sitting down here holding his head. Okay, this is something that I feel like somebody really wanted to do. With the Devil card here, it was definitely rooted in a lot of sexual desire, okay? I'm just going to come out and say that, okay? That part, that connection between you two, that cord, that never went away. No matter if you guys went in your separate directions, may have married other people, there was not going to be anybody else like you two in each other's lives ever again. And both of you knew this, which is why you made the decision to do what you did, because your souls made the decision to experience one another. And that was something that your souls weren't leaving this earth without experiencing, I can tell you that. So don't be so hard on yourselves, because I do feel like for many of you, you know, with the transformation card, Pluto energy, this is just something that was in your chart to experience. It's here to help you grow and overcome and know that you're human and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fuck things up and you're going to, you know, go through having to rebuild yourself and having to face yourself. But, you know, it's happening. It's happening. It's happened already, I think, for many of you. And the last thing, again, you want to do is just sit there and ask why. Now is the time to really just give each other space to sort out your own individual circumstances. And if you can give each other the space, you'll experience union again. Okay, but if you are all up in each other's, you know, grapevines, I don't know why I'm being told to say grapevines, that was strange. As long as you guys are all up in each other's space and business and trying to figure this out and longing for one another and, oh my God, but we just made love, like I just want to do it over and 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 over again. Sorry, I don't know why I went off like that. Maybe it's really passionate. Look at this Devil card, okay? That's what I'm saying. So, if you guys can refrain from staying in that lower vibration of why, miss you, longing, just let the cards fall where they may and give each other that space to sort out the mess, okay? Because you guys can't do that while in each other's space. It's going to get chaotic with the dark night of the soul. So if there is space, if your masculine is silent right now, divine feminines, I promise you the best thing that you could do is completely fall back. You know, focus in on yourself, reflect on the experience that happened, and reflect too on the feelings that you may have since you experience intimacy with them, because chances are you're going to have a whole lot of stuff come up for healing as well. So pay attention, guys. I don't know who this was for. I was just guided to share it, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys would like a personal session with me, I am on Hypsy.com. Find me there. I've really been enjoying the sessions with you guys calling in, and some of you have been using the schedule button when I am offline, which is completely amazing and awesome. I've really been enjoying that. So yeah, hit me up if you guys would just like to chit chat and you need clarity, or someone who's walked the walk. All right. I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.